What's up, guys? I'm back with more Deep Rock Galactic,
Salt caves.
and I'm just gonna jump right in. Complete the dive, mine 1,000 blocks of rock and stone. I'm just gonna probably go for these two for now. I don't even know if I have the Sun Sleeper.
Crystalline caverns.
Equip 4 kinetic weapons, which I guess is like guns, right? So I guess we'll do this one.
Okay.
Equip 4 kinetic weapons. We'll go recon.
Recon scout.
Most likely we'll be able to
This is it. Either the dreadnought goes or
get kinetic weapons.
send in another dwarf. You'll be on your own in there.
This one's so
Make it
neat.
count.
I guess I know I would talk about some things.
Excellent job.
This one looks best.
But I really think, learning about, how like communities work and
This is perfect for my build.
all that. I think a lot of people are just more of like a family type of person. They're not like an individualistic type of thing. So me talking about stuff is kind of contradictory to like the community accepting it. It's almost like, you don't really want to limit things to individualism, but you also don't want to like be inappropriate in wrong places. So
Too much crap to send in the supply pod.
me talking about something is contingent upon me being understanding of people mostly being like a group. Kinetic. Okay, it says it right here. This is kinetic shotgun. I guess I have to take it.
M1000 is just what I need.
It'll be fine. So like, it's like if you went to school,
Die a little inside every
you're
time
part of
I
a class. I'm pretty sure I already said something like this, but I'll say it again. You're in a class setting most of the time, more than likely.
This.
And,
The
it might,
sun just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarming going.
increase like your community abilities and all that. But it also might hinder your ability to learn at a certain speed. So I'm not gonna make it like me saying things is
Oh, I feel void
like
lost.
family mode. Like I understand like who's who. I'm also not going to do it for their sake because people who are in a group should. Will this change it to a kinetic weapon? I'm not gonna risk it. It's like saying, I understand who's in charge here, but I'm not doing this for their sake. I'm doing this out of respect, right? Like, I'm not gonna do this out of respect. I'm not gonna do everything for them, right? So, like, if I start talking about,
Beat your maker,
someone being in charge like a boss, the reason I didn't just start ripping into it and kind of try to implement a little bit of respect for people who normally talk about things, right? Like, that's as far as it goes. I'm not doing this for someone else's sake. There's also this thing that,
This one suits me best.
the challenge I need to get
No way. A legendary.
to unlock an artifact is I need to dodge like 100 times in a mission or something. So I need to try to dodge a lot more. We'll see if I can get that. I'm sure it'll be possible.
This is my pick.
I just have to get to an enemy that doesn't get killed instantly. Did I ever grab the supply beacon? No. Yeah, so it's kind of like if someone had kids and they were like someone's mom, like, out of respect, we're not gonna like go and start cussing and turning your house into like a grown man cave. But we're at the same time not going to start raising your baby and living under your rules, right? And there's between respect and like obligation to someone. Like you're not even really obligated to respect people. So, we're gonna just have some respect.
Supply pod imminent.
Nice shot. I rarely take one of these.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The
Dodge.
top pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
It's mine.
So like, just me saying it on my own, it's really up to me, and I'm the only one that's gonna suffer from anything that I say, more than likely, right? A lot of people probably end up
You
making
made short work of stage
like their
one.
kids or someone
Well done,
after
Hunter.
them, Who in the future suffer because what they be saying is crazy.
This works. I'm raring to try this out.
Right.
There's work to be done.
Like, it's very hard to guilt somebody that's not a part of your group. It really has to be like you have a set of rules that a lot of people follow or revere, and like you'd be able to like bring down the hammer on them. Right. Like, think about something like politics, people being like liberal or whatever. Like, without these extreme parties existing and almost kind of messing up a lot and being inefficient, people wouldn't be able to have these type of opinions because they don't even make sense outside of a group setting. It's like a cult almost, right? Like every group that exists that's kind of more like a cult or a political party reflects on groups, you know what I'm saying? Like a mob, you know. So, you know, a lot of time talking as them, you won't really get much done, like as a group. And you really are held responsible for being a part of the group and saying things, you know, at their expense, you know, even so that benefits them. It might just be like a cult. Oh yeah, this is close. Excuse me.
This works.
Just like, you know, you won't really see me just tearing down stuff, talking because I don't belong to a group, so no one's really gonna protect me. At the same time, I'm not really talking for a group or anything. So, you know, it's very beneficial having like a stream or a YouTube, because people can't actually do too much about that other than like refer to the rules that they follow, right? It's like someone who's like a Muslim, like, I'm not Muslim, so whatever rules he follows, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm saying it's not really my problem, right? Like, that's what he has to do. If you're a Muslim, you follow the rules. You can't listen to certain people. Those are the rules, right? Rules don't usually mean something can't exist. It just means that it exists and it's not cool. It's against the rules. I'm pretty close to getting those kinetic weapons. As far as dodging, I haven't really been getting too many dodges. Dodge. I'm gonna try to. I think it's like 100 dodges or 75 or something. I'm not really sure that's even possible. Wait. Kinetic dodge. So yeah, we're gonna be like farming dodges.
I want it.
And we gotta be aware of our health at the same time. Try to win the run. I gotta be collecting rocks. There's more kite. Like, it's very easy to sit on a side and say crazy things, but if you just say crazy things, you're just a crazy person. Like, if you just be saying crazy stuff just because you have whatever you think you have personally, like, you just be crazy people. It's like, I feel like someone being part of a cult makes sense because they don't have to answer to other groups that aren't as crazy as a cult. And they also are closer to being more individualistic because the cultists have to have a lot more belief in what cult stuff they're doing. So you say, well, people aren't cultists because they're not here right now. So, like, just because people aren't currently around, that's your argument, right? Your argument would be, nothing bad happens because it's not happening to me personally.
Hell yes.
Like, that's cultist behavior. Like, a cultist would have a demon ceremony going on, nothing bad's gonna happen to them, so they don't really care. It's not bad.
Lock it in.
If a cultist had to, like, wear black or whatever cultists do, eventually you probably get that was just bad, but it's not even really much of an argument to be made. I gotta get more morkite. I haven't even gotten any morkite. Like, I literally forgot, like, I'm gonna get morkite, and then I didn't. I forgot.
That hit the spot.
I'm probably gonna have to leave before I even get it. I'm not gonna be able to get any morkite. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
You know, even like running off of a meta or a community, that's a little different, right? Like, on the internet knowing you can't say certain things, or you can because it's the internet. It's different than actually like going to church every day and being a part of a group, because you really are much more beholden to those people than something you just refer to, right?
The drop pod will head out momentarily. Well done, Miner. We knew
So like I said, like, you're not gonna get much done as far as talking about stuff or trying to, you know, get somewhere talking about stuff, because it's just not how that works.
I'm clocking it to
That's how it
11.
is.
You don't see these every day.
right? So like I wouldn't
The speed needs to shoot.
ignorantly join a church, be there like every day, every week, whatever, and then be surprised that I had to like answer to somebody who thought, you know, I was like the same as them. You know what I'm saying? Equip 4 kinetic weapons. Reach level 18. Reach 75 reload speed. 75% reload speed. Right. And at the same time, the way people are in groups, you know, it works the same way. People who aren't in your group don't really have to listen to you unless your group has some type of power. Like they mostly don't have to listen in general. Like, you know, you're not gonna have anything new that people immediately have to listen to. So it's probably kind of counterproductive to join a group that people understand isn't that progressive. But at the same time, once you're older, you can't be like just good people forever. Like eventually you have to like
Detected. Bug up and get ready.
make hard decisions for other people. Like you have kids, you can't just be a good person. You have to like make sure that nothing bad happens to them, right? So really, it's not my problem because I'm not a part of a group like that. So it's not really my problem. But you know, and groups are going to be groups, so it's not really.
We can't send in
If they look out if they look at the window while you're talking, it's not their problem anymore, right? Like if they somehow, you know, that's just how groups work. Like it's not like groups are necessarily bad, but they're not necessarily like a good thing because, like I said, they're a group. They've already been quantified. They've already been limited, right? Look at 2 apples. That's 2 apples. Okay, the apples can do whatever they want to do as long as they stay amongst those 2 apples, right? So, you know, you won't really catch me talking about politics because I'm not part of any political group. So I don't have to share the same ideas for any amount of time.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swoon incoming.
Right? Like I don't adapt my personality, you know, around a certain group or an idea because I don't have to. Most people kind of have to. There's a difference. Like if I'm the president, I have to kind of abide or listen to someone else. But if I never become the president, I can continue to lean more on what I want to do, right? There's a limit to how far you can go in one direction, right? Like you can't even follow the rules that much because there's only so much you can do in a day for a group. You just have to like start over or utilize that stuff.
Swarm detected. Get ready.
Think of it if you were like a mech, like if you were like a Power Ranger mech, you can only pull this out every once in a while. You can't just run around because you won't really be there. It'll just be the mech, right? Now representing a group, and you know that's different. But if you're just like someone who's like the lifeblood of the group, like you are the group, if you're one of the people in the circle, you know, that's just how it is, right? When people are Muslim, no one really has much insight to what they actually do because they're trying to figure out what Muslims do, right? So it could change, you know, these Muslims do this, you know, these ones could do that, right? So talking about Muslim stuff might not get you anywhere because people don't even know what Muslims do. Like realistically, they don't know what they do. Like I don't. I keep forgetting to complete the quest. So like I don't talk to most people, I don't know. If I have to spend my whole life figuring out what they do every day, that's kind of not, you know, it's not possible, right?
Good work. Supply on the way.
Nice. I've been dreaming of something.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Alright, so let's say that we had podiums and I was on one of the other. The other one's a group. They have that advantage and also at the disadvantage, you know, if they wanted to do something outside of the group. Right. Yeah, I'm getting out of here. I forgot to get the flowers.
We'll have a good meal ready for you when you return.
Don't mind if I do. I'm a new dwarf.
Alright, so even if you have like parents, you know, if your parents didn't belong to a group, this is a really good point. If parents didn't belong to a group, like they weren't religious, like they didn't belong to Christianity or they weren't Muslim, they don't have that much power, right? They have less power. You say, well, they can have power. Well, if they're just your parents, they can have power over you. But if there's no one to support them who also has power, there's only so much they can do. But since your parents aren't Christian or Muslim, they can have a lot of different ideas. They can think a lot differently. This isn't always a good thing,
Objective completed.
but it's always That's always true, right? Like, if I don't have to answer to any Muslim people, I can do whatever I want to do. Doesn't mean I won't do anything bad. I just don't have to worry about listening to them. Right?
Sorry, little bug.
So let's say you had a streamer and like you didn't really care about the streamer's religion or their actual ideas. You don't really have to listen to them for the most part. 'Cause they don't have that much power.
Feels so good to say it.
You say, well, in the realm of the internet, someone like that would. But if someone's your parent and they're your only parents, they don't have that much power because they're not part of the group. So you really can't make that argument. Right? It's like if every single person on the planet was their kid, they have no real ideology behind them. There's nothing really for you to refer to. You wouldn't really have to listen. They don't have much power, right? So then you say, well, why do you have to listen to a certain group? You don't really have to unless they have some type of power, right? So if your parents have power over you, that only goes so far. You know, a group is like multiple engines, multiple wheels, you know, working together, working in unison. That just makes sense that it'd be a little bit more powerful, or something you'd listen to. Does it make sense that you would listen to one person? Because there's nothing written down, there's nothing recorded, right? There's no way to really create like a list of things, because they might refer to a group that already exists. They might
Upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
not matter. Everything might not matter. So being a Muslim, things that don't matter to you kind of have to matter. That's just how it is. Are these 4 kinetic weapons? Kinetic.
Tripod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get the dodging, but you know,
One makes me want to be a better dwarf.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big
doesn't really
swarm
matter.
is
I got the
approaching.
kinetic weapons. You know, this is just another bit of progress. Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I'm not here to be like a cultist. Like there's this movie that I saw. I didn't even see it. I just like watched like a recap of it. But you know, I've seen I guess enough clips of it where there was this creature who went to like some African place, whatever, and he basically was about to die. But then he got like bit by like a vampire or something. I think it was a vampire.
I can use this.
And then he had like magical healing powers, so he came back miraculously, and people just believed him because they already believe in stuff like that. Crazy, like they're already kind of crazy about religion. So a vampire who they don't really know about yet isn't too far from the religion. You know what I'm saying? A miracle is a miracle. You know, it's not about. It's not. And religion is not about. It's not about questioning the quality or the implication of the miracle. It's just a miracle. You know what I'm saying? In reality, if there was a miracle, you might question it. Like that's not a miracle, or it's not a miracle. It's just someone who's like a firefighter who helps people, right? Like there's something else you would attribute it to. And you wouldn't live off this miracle forever, right? So it's a little
We
different.
don't see these every day.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod
We
is
killed the
prepped and
dude?
ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Right. So, you know, I wouldn't argue. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? That's my position. That I'm not going to argue with people who are religious who has miracles. Someone might take it upon themselves to argue with those people,
This is my pick. This is my pick.
and because they're not religious, who are they going to answer to, right? So,
Only one way to rouse
a religion
the vessel.
keeps you.
Destroy its cocoons.
A group keeps you in a bubble. And if you follow the rules, you should be right. If you follow the rules of religion, you should be good. But at the same way, you have to follow the rules of religion, which might limit your opinions and what you say, right? So it's not a double-edged sword, because you're still an individual, most likely, right? So you still have, you know, an idea of what you could do outside of the group. You can't maybe do everything, but you can still do some stuff. And this is where it gets tricky, because people are in cults. So like, let's say you have religion and, you know, you have to show up every Sunday, but then every other day of the week you're free to do whatever you want. Well, then you might go underground and join a cult and do some tricky stuff. That's contingent upon you following the rules of the cult and having that protection, right? So it's kind of like understanding what a group is, not understanding what this is or what that is, but understanding what groups are. You know what I'm saying? What is a group?
I'm not scared of you.
What's a group of people? You know what I'm saying? Like you have a group of babies, You know, maybe if that one baby who's like from the trailer park was alone, you would just say he's trash, like whatever. Like I don't have to really answer to this baby. But if a baby was at school with a bunch of other kids, you would treat them like kids, right? That's what a group is. That's what a group can do. Someone who might work really hard for the group and live there so long might stop benefiting from it because there's no way to protect them. They're like the head of the group. Oh, I actually got the 75% reload speed. So I wasn't even going for reload speed, but I got it. I got two things this mission. Like you have the dwarves. The dwarves mine. Any class you pick in this game is going to be a dwarf that mines. That's what their group does. That's what dwarves do. But they might not be able to go read a book about calculus, right? They might be limited in their image, right? You might have to drink beer or something, right? So like I'm not here to argue that because I didn't create the group. If I created dwarves, I could argue that, but I didn't. So it's not really my place to argue with some dwarves. Right. If people want to be like black people or white people, like want to be part of a religious group, it's not my problem, buddy. That's what they want to do. They created that, right? A religious group makes more sense because there's not much protection to gain because it's only just you and your race. So like your race can only protect you so much until it's like you're brain dead. Like there's nothing, there's no like deep doctrine. There's no books about this, right? It doesn't even really matter.
Now it's my favorite color. I'm clocking it to 11.
How long do these runs usually take? These runs usually probably take like 30 minutes.
You're cute, but you're
Who knows?
dead.
I would say 30 minutes. Unless you die. But if you complete the run, and you're like trying to do what you gotta do, you probably get it done in like 30 minutes. Oh, we got the twins.
It's big and it's dangerous.
Ouch. Trying to take them down at the same time because if you don't, they'll heal each other.
You bucked out. Tough choice.
Think of it like One Piece. In One Piece, everyone's a pirate. You know what One Piece is? It's like an anime about pirates and manga. Right? They don't have to follow any rules because they're pirates. If they weren't pirates, they would just naturally follow different rules. Like, I'm not beholden to almost any group in the world except for the fact that they're very powerful, right? It's like, I'm not going to be arguing with them about what pirates can do. That'd be kind of silly. Oh, we got one of them.
Feeling much better now.
Dreadnought wiped out. Good work, team. Objective completed.
I'll take this one.
Well done. Objective completed.
Let's get out of here.
Drop pod has arrived.
I didn't get the reload speed.
Dreadnought miner
I got the
will
77%
be
reload. I wasn't even going for it.
avoided.
I was gonna go for that some other time. Let's see what we unlocked. We got ammo rig. What does ammo rig do? I don't know. It doesn't tell you. I got sharpshooter unlocked. And I equipped. I got right here equipped for neck weapons. I got some points for that.
Gonna be a salty day. I'm going to the bow.
Burst fire gun.
It's so shiny here.
Upgrade warthog. I said warthog, then I was like warthog.
Lava, exploding maggots, earthquakes. Another day on the job. Hazard 3, sure.
What's this
no sweat.
sharpshooter about? Yeah, that's what I thought. He's like a sniper. He has a lot of crits. Hmm. So like I'm not gonna argue against that. So like that's like me bouncing the dribbling the ball and then I pivot. I stop dribbling. I got like 2 steps, right? Pivot. So I take one pivot. Groups exist. And then my other pivot, like my last step, I think I could take. Like spinning around and shoot, right? Is I'm not gonna argue with them, right? It's like if you said Walmart exists, like I'm not gonna be able to just cut Walmart in half with like a molecular blade or something and it cease to exist. It would just be destroying Walmart, right? It's completely different. Impact. Swarm grenade. Hunter drone. Seismic repulsor. There goes the armor grease. Dodge 100 times. That's a lot of times to dodge. That's insane. Spend 20,000 gold. We'll get that eventually. Take 2,000 damage. I might try to go for that. Seems like it's much more easy to get something like that. Then you have the upgrades. Upgrade to level 12. And you don't really get anything for that. Except for the overclocks. So that's about it for the upgrades. You get the overclocks. Then you have this. Some like another salty press. You get some more like these artifacts at the very bottom. I guess I'm gonna go.
Crystalline caverns, here I come.
I guess
It's a magma quartz.
I try to go
It's
somewhere easy
so
because I do want to.
hi-ho, hi-ho.
I do want to get that.
It's to the bow we go.
I like this place.
Hi-ho. I'll do a hazard 1.
I'll go driller, or I'll go engineer. No, gunner, juggernaut. Plus 10 armor, plus 50 set max HP. You take damage, you gain. So yeah, I gotta take 2,000 damage.
No time to talk.
I think this is the best thing to take damage on.
It's dreadnought
Just the
time,
tank class.
miner. Find the damn thing, destroy it.
The only goal here is to take as much damage as possible. Upgrading max HP and armor is really all I'm going to be doing. Okay. Trying to get myself killed, basically.
It's mine.
I'm still going to try to win, right? Still want to win. So I gotta get this unlocked. This should be easy because this guy's very tanky. And we're gonna go for max health.
I'll take it.
I think it should be easy. Like if we're counting by 4, like this is what everything does, 4 damage.
Supply pod
That's a lot.
is
No
full.
seconds.
Please
Good.
clear it out.
What is this? Heavy autocannon?
That autocannon is calling my name.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the autocannon. I like that. Let me get the rest of this Morkite, and then I'll get the supply pod. Some red sugar over there. I'll grab that too, just for the
Objective
health.
completed.
I think playing the Juggernaut, I might end up liking him because I was forced playing for the challenge. So I'll knock the thing.
Just
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
I don't plan on getting hit by like
it's a little extra special.
this explosion. So like if I hop on Twitch, I'm like, hey guys, what's up? Or I hop on YouTube, hey guys, what's up? It's just me. Like I'm not. There's no like Bible in the background. I don't have anything really to support me in that way, like my buddy or nothing. Like it's not a thing. Man, this guy's tanky.
Think you could kill me? Well, think again.
I'm gonna try to unlock the overclock for this autocannon as well. I guess we'll go max
I'll
HP.
take this one.
And clear. Supply pod inbound.
Nice shot.
I'll grab this one. Plus 70 life, plus 2 life regen. That's gonna be very good for me trying to take all this damage.
That's a no-brainer.
I think it's level 1 map, so it should be fairly easy
Dial it in.
And I'm gonna get the overclock with this revolver, so should be fine. And do some more damage.
Bingo.
Let me go back taking more damage. Didn't really get any currency this run, or this floor.
I'm
Interesting.
raring to try this out.
Let me go see if I can find some, if I can defeat the boss.
I popped the loot box. Let's get them in.
So I can always buy a heal. What's the money?
I killed the loot bug. and
So yeah, like I'm not really like
proud about
going for like no facts or no tact or whatever. Like, you know, I'm not saying I'm gonna say crazy stuff because I'm not beholden to like a group, but it doesn't mean like I wouldn't respect
son of a bitch.
something, right? Like it's just not the same thing.
Objective completed, Miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back
This
to
one.
orbit.
Take as much damage as I can. How much damage have I taken? I don't really know. I don't even know how I count that.
Stage 1 completed. Well done. Taking you to stage 2.
Yeah, I didn't get enough currency. Guess let's grab mining speed.
Epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
You have your objectives. Get it done, Miner.
Sounds effect.
This is gonna be a walk in the park.
This is like a good point about people getting older. A lot of people get older and don't really have their own individual power or opinion that they can like readily spit because they're always like in a group. And that could really lead to you being like underdeveloped. It's like a scary point where like a baby talking person.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out.
Alright.
One down. Eight dead.
So I get the minigun. That'd be cool.
Always fun with a minigun. One down.
Got a supply pod incoming. Well
Should have
done.
worn a hard hat, stupids.
50% fire rate, negative 15 move speed. I guess I'm gonna gain XP would take damage because I'm taking damage on purpose. So I'll be taking a lot of damage.
Points
Yeah.
for style. Yoink.
Give that a, good people like, like mostly like when it comes to like working, getting like their whole life's centered around like them progressing through school and all that. Like them not having an individual opinion about anything is like detrimental because all they're working towards is being older in a way. Having responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they're gonna be like going to college, like they're gonna have more responsibility that's associated with their job. Like I wouldn't want to be like protected by a religion just to be like non-existent.
Eight dead. Rock it in. I rarely pick one of these.
Taking all the damage.
This one looks best.
I'm not upgrading the minigun because I need to get these overclocks unlocked.
Oh, I needed that.
How much damage have I taken? It's only the second floor, so I should be good. I'll be able to take enough damage. I'm taking like 6 damage. There you go, get the overclocks unlocked. This is a level 1 floor, so like level 1 difficulty, so it's not that difficult.
Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on
I
the
think
house
streaming's the
when you make it
perfect
back.
thing to be doing because I don't really want to disrespect anyone, you know, like if I lived in a bubble, like I'd be
I
satisfied.
want another go. This works.
You know, live in a bubble, say what I want to say, don't go out and hurt anyone.
There's aliens to be killed.
You know,
Gold
eventually it
mine.
kind of solidifies for me. Like if I had like a big fence in my backyard that I couldn't escape from, but no one else really was interested in going in, like that's exactly what I'd be satisfied with. It's like being like a knight or something. Someone who's like just on the side saying little dumb stuff, but is still trying to be a good person.
This makes my whole life
Like some big
better.
warrior person who isn't like the king or something, right?
You got a loot box.
I think people go too far and they're put in a position where they can't be like a knight. They have to be like the king of kings. Here, give me my 2,000 damage, boy.
We got supplies ready for you. Clear the landing zone of obstacles, please.
No. I can't die if I haven't reached 2,000 damage yet.
Give me
Considering
the
you're gonna do
fire
good.
starters. One down. I just became a better dwarf. You don't see these every day.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up. LZ cleared. Supplies inbound.
Nice.
I guess I'll grab this. I don't really need move speed. Ammo rig, negative 15% movement speed, plus 50% fire rate.
I'm having an epic mission.
Grab the max health.
Alien. Gone.
Sort of like Left 4 Dead. Like Left 4 Dead, you're like just these survivors. You're not religious. You're just survivors. You're all different people who are trying to survive. You know, shooting the shiz, just trying to be buddies. You know, trying to survive. It's not about like.
Load up.
It's just about survival. You know, something a little bit less like established.
Please.
Like people are trying to be buddies. Like when they meet people that aren't infected, which is very rare in the game. But there are comics and stuff. You know, but they meet people.
Boom.
They're just like trying to have an understanding and just survive, right? Like, I'm not trying to survive, but you know, somewhere close to that level. Like it's not like I'm super religious.
This one.
I'm trying to like convey my opinions, limited by like the rules.
Gotta have it.
I didn't even get any more kite. What if this game had a co-op? That'd be cool.
Just the upgrade I was looking for. became a better dwarf.
Gotta move on, Miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. That's one for the books. Taking you to stage 4, Miner.
Hell yeah! Sure, why not?
Grab the heal.
That's the stuff.
Full health. Level 4. So I haven't gotten to 2,000 damage.
Get going, Miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
At least I don't think so. I gotta take some more damage. We shift the armor. That's how you get the pretzel.
I forgot my
I might be able to get that one. Should we shift the armor? I only need like a little over 10. Like I need like 16 armor. Okay, I can get that if I don't get the damage. I'm making like 10 damage now, like 9 damage, so that's like 100 pretty quickly. 18 damage. Let's see if I can like roll for armor. Nope. We almost have the overclock unlocked.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm
So here's my advice. I like to be advanced. Here's my advice for groups. If you're gonna have a group that people live off of and respect the rules, create activities and jobs. Like instead of having a lifeguard, have like a Christian lifeguard, right? Like a regular lifeguard doesn't really serve anyone in particular, and it's not always like necessary that it. Like I don't know if people are gonna think it leads to like favoritism, like don't save them because they're drowning. But favoritism already exists, so people aren't gonna invent favoritism through lifeguard being Christian. Right? That doesn't even make sense. So like, you know, create jobs that like have that affix or adjective attached to it.
Yes, please.
There we go. I got the overclock for that, the autocannon.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
I want it. This one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Hello, and good boy. I'll take this one. This is gonna change everything.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Hot that hill. I die a little inside every time I have to take a... Shoot to kill.
I need to get this 2,000 damage on this ground, on this floor, because I need to have that insurance. And the armor. I need to get the armor, too.
Objective completed.
Let's show them some fight. I'll take this one.
Magnet.
That's
Piercing.
an upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
Let me get some armor.
I
Yeah, take
rarely
it out.
pick one of these.
I guess I'll take the crit chance.
Hell yeah! Dibbity dips. I die a little inside every time I have to take a...
You got 2,000 damage ready.
I want it.
I'm pretty sure I have 2,000 damage. I'm taking like 10 damage every time. Like that's guaranteed to be.
Objective completed, Miner.
Nope. I Wait, gotta hurry and get this before I have to leave.
There you go. One resupply for you, miner.
Oh.
I'll take this one.
Hurry.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Excellent work, miner. Stage complete. Onwards to stage 5.
Armor.
This makes my whole life better.
Health.
The healthy.
Reroll.
I'm feeling lucky. I want
Reroll.
another go. Now this is a rare treat. I'll take this one.
This is the big one, miner. Find and destroy the cocoons and take out that dreadnought.
Oh, I have to take 500 more damage. And I need like 10 more armor, which I'm probably not going to get as far as the armor goes. I'll get the damage for sure. Let me just get an enemy I'm not going to kill and stick around, stand on them.
No pearl here. Just the upgrade I was looking for. Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of good.
There's some red sugar. I can get my health back there, so I'm just going to take damage.
Got it right between the eyes. Meet your maker, Craig. Just what the doctor.
Didn't really get my health that much. I need to find more red sugar. I need to take like way more damage than this. I do have a lot of health regen, so if I can survive and stick around long enough, I should be fine. I just need to find more red sugar. I'm mad, not mad, but I should have got. I wish I would have had that. Thing that gives me health when I level up. I didn't get that, so it's kind of tough.
Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Do I get it? Yep, took 2,000 damage. All right, cool. I don't even know what that is. I can barely see it or tell what it is. So I just hold on. I just gotta finish the run. And I also maybe get that armor. I need like 10 armor. I don't know, maybe. Be able to get it.
Much better now. Think you can kill me? Think again.
Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
You think the stacks, gate XP take damage that stacks
I'm
with the
ready to
existing
try
one?
this out.
I have one right here and one right here. Does it stack? I get more XP. I hope so. So now I can just reroll, because I have a lot of money for armor. I think it'd be worth it. That's what I'm trying to reroll for armor. I didn't even get any.
Feels
Yeah.
right.
100% armor while reloading. Will that give me the armor I need?
This is gonna
The 10
change
armor?
everything.
Let's see. Yeah, it did. Nice. I got the pretzel mark too. I kind of thought that would work. It worked for me before with reload speed. Tank's actually pretty good. also a thing I have to like kill the dreadnought at a very low amount of health. Maybe I can try to do that too. 35 health. Those dreadnought twins.
What is this abomination?
Yeah, I gotta have like really low health to do this. 35 health.
I'll take this one.
Just be very careful trying to get this. Just be careful. Blow him up. Alright, let me get my health down low. Down low to the flow.
Makes me want to be a better warrior.
Okay. Oh, I died.
It's just a flesh wound.
Reflex calibrator. I don't even know. Maybe that's like a dodge thing. I have no clue. Salty pretzel. I don't even know what those doesn't really tell you. I did get the things I was trying to get. Crit chance. What else? We can't get nothing else. Nope. I can buy stuff. I have a lot of money. I never even really thought about that. I need to buy some screen stuff for critical damage. Alright, I spent all my money.
Down to the bow
I
below.
think that's it for now. I unlocked Salty Pretzel, unlocked some stuff. And we're getting somewhere. These unlocks almost have all the artifacts. I just have to dodge 100 times and just pay a lot more, so that'll take a long time to get this one. A very long time. And I have to kill a Dreadnought with less than 30 HP. So, like, I almost got it, but I died. I took too much damage. Almost had it. As far as classes go, I just need to unlock some more for the Driller and the Engineer and the Heavy class, or the Heavy Gunner. And, yeah, that'd be good. Just 3, so a little bit more. Weapons, I just need to, rank up to get the weapons. So, you know, it all goes together, just ranking up. And then, you know, the overclocks. I just have to get the overclocks unlocked, and that's about it. So, yeah, and then they'll release some more content, and I'll work towards getting that. So I'm gonna get out of here for now. I'm probably gonna straight upload it and go, I don't know, maybe play Diablo? I'm not sure. I don't know. I wasn't really gonna play anything today, but I did feel like playing Deep Rock. You might end up seeing more Deep Rock more frequently. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here.